WorldTalkRadio.com, the World Talk Radio Network, where the world comes to talk. The views and ideas expressed on the following program are strictly those of the host or guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and ideas held by the World Talk Radio Network, its staff, and management.
Get ready to live a healthier life with minimum hassle and maximum results. Welcome to Dare to Be Healthy with nutritional therapist Alia Almoayed. Alia will use her experiences as a health advisor and mother to make health and nutrition a part of your life and the life of your family. Now here's your host, Alia Almoayed.
Hi and welcome to the Dare to Be Healthy show. This is your host, Alia Almoayed, broadcasting live from the tiny little island of Bahrain in the Middle East. I'm a nutritional therapist, health writer, and health speaker, and I'm here to help you take your health to the next level. Today's episode is about feng shuiing your surroundings. So I'm planning to feng shui my house, but I actually don't know how. Feng Shui is an ancient art and science developed over 3,000 years ago in China. It's complex and I don't understand everything that's involved in it, but I do know that it's supposed to balance the energies of any given space to ensure that the health and good fortune, for the people living in it. Now, wouldn't you want that too? I certainly do. So to help us do that, and to help us all feng shui our living and working spaces is expert Janet Chua, who will be joining us live. So prepare your questions. Janet Chua is the founder of the only feng shui lifestyle shop in Bahrain. She's trained and certified by some of the greats in feng shui, and she views feng shui as a life management skill that enables one to better understand themselves through the analysis of their destiny and empowerment to live harmoniously with nature, and drawing support from the universe in all of our lives endeavors. She does full feng shui consultations and she conducts regular workshops on the subject. Janet, it's great to have you with us on the show today. Thank you for coming.
Hi, Alia. It's my pleasure to come online to chat with you.
You know, Janet, feng shui is one of those things that many people seem to know because they've heard it so much. But nobody really understands what it really is. And if I were to ask you to explain what it is in just 2 minutes, what would it be in a nutshell?
Well, I think I have to first start with the 3 lucks of feng shui. There is this trinity of luck concept that, they are the heavens luck, earth luck, and mankind luck. Now, before we even go into feng shui, we have to talk about heaven's luck, which is actually known to many people as the destiny. Now, using Chinese astrology, we can actually decode one's life path. We are able to look at how big the playground you have in this life. We will be able to look into individuals' limitation, the boundaries, and potential they have. Okay, and doing a destiny reading allows you to also to have in-depth insight into your personality, your interrelationship with your family. Only with this information, then we will go into looking at earth luck, and that is where feng shui comes into play a part. Okay, now feng shui is all about qi, understanding the qi. With earth, with heaven's luck, destiny revealed, we will be able to see how one's environments fit into your heaven's luck, your destiny. Does it support it or go against it? This is where feng shui comes into play, and this is what feng shui is all about. By doing just feng shui of your house without looking into a person's destiny, is only half a job done, and the efficiency is not there. Now, the last of the luck is actually what we call mankind's luck, and that is your free will, your decision, your choices. We all have our option to choose the path that we want to take. Destiny dictates the path we have in this life, but we still have a choice on which path we want to take. Feng Shui can help us to smoothen that journey, make that journey more pleasurable.
Well, how would you find somebody's destiny? How would you be able to determine that?
Based on their date and time of birth.
Okay, and what would you like? Do you add the digits and stuff and then refer to a manual, or how does it work?
There is a 1,000-year calendar developed a few thousand years ago, Chinese 1,000 years calendar that we use. That we can actually derive a chart, what we call a 八字 chart or a 4-pillar destiny chart that allows us to see, into your, basically it's about the 5 element. If you know about the Chinese 5 element, from the chart, we can see what elements you belongs to, your self element, the strength of each individual and the weakness of it. And from there, we are able to make it up with Feng Shui.
Okay, so let's say I want to, I live in a space or I work in a specific space and I want to apply Feng Shui elements to it. So the first step I would do is go back to the charts and see how my date of birth correlates with that. Is that correct?
Correct. I will have to first find out, what elements you belongs to. Do you have too much fire, for example, or too little water? And in your environment, the place where you live, we always start with the place where we live. What side of energy you have? Do you have fire energy there? Do you have water energy? How do we place you? Which is the room that is suitable for you, so that you can get maximum the element that you need? And we want to harmonize the energy there, not forgetting there is the yin and yang aspect to it.
Well, what if you, obviously most people don't live alone, so how do you coordinate the energies of 2 or more people in a specific household?
Oh yes, we look into every individual's chart, and we always try to put them, accordingly as much as we can. Now in Feng Shui, if we can get 60%, the result will be very good. You can really see a significant result, an improvement in the overall well-being for every family members. For husband and wife, there are so many different formulas that we can use in Feng Shui. So in a family, most of the time we have to go by the breadwinners, For example, for the room, we have to also take consideration of your husband, and he actually has to come first. Normally, we compromise wealth-wise. Wealth-wise, we go by the husband. Health-wise, we go for the wife. Okay?
Okay. But I mean, let's say can't you, sometimes the members of the family change, or people have new kids, or I don't know, they get a divorce and somebody else moves in. So how do you make sure that the house still is relative?
One thing we need to be aware of is that energy is never stagnant. Qi is life force. Okay, it moves